Hello and welcome to another episode of
The English Couple.
Yes, the couple of drowned rats it might be in today's show.
Won't be the first time and it won't be the last.
Absolutely. It's autumn, we're on the land. I hope you've been following the series and enjoying it.
If not, you can go and hurry and catch up.
Julie's been very clever. You've made a playlist, haven't you?
I did have to have a nudge to remind. Sorry. No, delayed reaction. Yeah, I did have to have a nudge, but I've made a playlist, so we've got the first three up, and as they become live, I will add them to it.
So if you haven't seen any, you can just go back and watch the playlist, which is really good, and see some sunshine in the earlier episodes, and a bit of rain.
Yeah.
So,
a lot of rain, actually, at
yes,
one point.
We did have a huge downpour.
Yeah, that was
But,
magical.
However, in this episode, we have some of this. So, lots to look forward to. Meanwhile, here we are under, this is the third bit of shelter we now have.
Yes.
We created the polytunnel, which is behind us. There is the rickety hut, which we showed you a little bit in the last episode. We'll no doubt show you a bit more later on. And now the workshop. Very dry, very cosy. The fire is on. Wait a minute.
The window's firmly
Yeah.
shut and shuttered. No, not quite, but there we go.
Not all of it is made. And in this episode, you'll see some of the trials and tribulations, or my frustration with the roof. But it is actually working a bit now.
It is working
It
a
is.
lot.
Fingers crossed, you'll also see some sides. And we've got this novel way of putting the sides up. So we at this stage, we don't know how that is going to work. So enjoy that. And who knows what else is going to happen. You've got to do a bit more stripping.
I've got more debarking, yes. I've got more debarking to do. Not debarkling, not stripping. Bark stripping.
Yes, and
Very fun.
in it you'll see you have a new acquisition.
I do.
Which we'll reveal later on.
Trying to improve my toolkit.
Yes. Anyway, sit back and enjoy. Shush. I have to tell her occasionally to be quiet when we're filming.
What did you say? What did you say?
No,
Mary?
she's got the billock. I have a confession to make. Come around this side, then they can't see you. I have a confession to make. I am a very silly Billy.
What have you done?
I forgot the jigsaw. So I can't chop the wood.
We can't put the jigsaw together. It means we can't play and have a break.
Exactly.
That's not what you mean.
I mean the jigsaw that goes chops bits of wood, so that we can't chop those two bits of wood that we measured and spent all that time getting up on the roof and all of that and then drew a line and everything else. I can't actually stop it. So I have to put up with this, ladies and gentlemen.
She's having a laugh.
She's having a laugh.
Things are not
So we
getting
can't do that.
stressful,
So that'll be the next time we're here, but hopefully it'll be in this episode. So keep watching. Don't just log off because we haven't got the jigsaw. Cheers, Biggs.
Yes, keep your eyes peeled.
Bourbon biscuits have saved the day.
No, where's mine? In the tin.
Although they're not actually from the supermarket, so shush. Farm shop, I meant to say. They're not from the supermarket either. They're from
They're
the corner
definitely not
shop.
from the supermarket.
Anyway, sun's about to go in.
When you're working as hard as this, you need a biscuit or two with your tea every now and then, right? Right.
Now, the next job that I can do, I'm not completely redundant whilst you're doing the old bark stripping.
Yep.
And that is, as you quite rightly said, we need a step. Because the granary style workshop, where you are off the ground with space underneath, needs a step up.
By default, is off the ground.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And when you're as short as I...
The intelligence lacks. Is that what you're saying?
No. But it's a bit of a stretch to get my leg up there.
She does struggle to get her leg over. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a step out of some of the from our wood yard.
Shock horror.
Yeah, we have a wood yard in which everything comes from at the moment.
It's not inexhaustible, but
It's not inexhaustible, but so I've had an idea. An idea.
Oh dear.
And I'm going to use this.
Oh.
And another purchase that I bought a year ago and that you haven't seen yet. And I shall show you in a sec. But first, more dunking biscuits.
Right. You don't like my tea anyway.
No, I don't. I prefer my coffee. Cheers.
Cheers.
Where is it?
Bit forward, left a bit, right.
There it is.
Left a bit, backwards.
Ah, here you go. Well, ladies and can't actually hear you because it's got ear defenders on this thing. So, here's the plan, ladies and gentlemen. I shall make one incision here, like this, straight through the main artery, and then at an approximate distance of this, which has been agreed by as the, not that, somewhere around there, and then we will repeat this, thus, bunch them together. So, let's throw safety to the wind, shall we? For I have here an electric, one of these things.
Don't do this at home, ladies and gentlemen.
Zim! Zim! But, in order to make an electric one of these work, I've had to plug in the bare wires to the two electric cables that cross the land. And as a result of that, we will get power. In actual fact, it is a generator that I had there on a wheelbarrow. So let me start that and we'll get cracking. As you can see, I keep the generator in a wheelbarrow because although it's got a handle on, it's quite heavy. So I can shunt it around on the wheelbarrow. But for the purposes of this, it's perfectly fine. And let's turn it on, give it a bit of choke. This is our first night on the land. We haven't, although we've been here for a while, coming and going in the car and all of that sort of nonsense. This is our first night to actually stay. And as I said in, I can't remember this episode or an earlier episode, we hadn't really shown you the little hut that was here, that was built previously by the previous owner. But it's, I wouldn't say it was the most safest hut in the world, but it seems okay. But it's old, decrepit. You call it the...
Oh, I just called it Cobweb Haven or something.
Cobweb Haven because of the spiders' cobwebs, and it's.
I did clear 99.9% of them out, but there's still corners I missed.
The roof leaks, so we put tarpaulin on there. You would have seen it, the little blue sort of tarpaulin in the background. Some of the windows that are being put in here are smashed, so we've sort of had to board them up. But it's just somewhere where we can shelter a little bit, and obviously we can make our cups of tea. And the workshop that we're making is really so that we can get on and do work and harvest things or whatever, build things, make things, get out of the rain briefly.
Anything like that.
So it's very exciting. It's dark outside, hence we bought a camera light, which you can see. Julia's been cooking. And what did you make?
I made a sausage casserole, in essence. Yeah, sausage casserole.
We've got this little Zoom, they call it an Eco Zoom wood-burning stove. Basically twigs in at the bottom, pan on the top, and you can rustle up sausages and, anything. Cook the kettle. We can't cook the kettle, obviously, but you can boil a kettle, boil the water in the kettle. And I've been out
put your egg in it.
Painting bitumen on top of the cabin, up the wonky ladder on the wonky cabin, wobbling about painting the bitumen. We've still got the sides to do. We're very excited because tomorrow we're going to a sawmill to see if we can get a very special finish for our cabin. We'll tell you about that if that happens.
Yes.
We went to a little local farm shop, which we hadn't been to before.
We've been meaning to go for weeks, but yeah, we finally went, didn't we?
And it was very light, very nice. I bought some beers.
Yes, you did.
So I've got a beer here from the Flower Pots Brewery in Hampshire, and it's called 4 Candles.
Excellent.
I thought, as we're on the land, we need 4 candles, don't we?
Yeah.
Handles for forks. Oh no, it is actually candles, 4 candles, 3.5, and I've had one of those, and it was lovely.
We left mine over there. I haven't actually had any of that yet.
No, what did you get? You got
I
something
got
rather
some
special.
mulled cider in a very fancy bottle. So, Fox, Volps, mammals of the British Isles. Okay. Mulled craft cider. That's in essence. Very nice. I'm looking forward to tasting that.
Yeah, brilliant.
I'm sure you'll have a taste as well.
I'd love to try it. Anyway, so we've got a little fire going outside to keep us warm. We're going to sleep in the van, not in this place, because goodness knows what creepies will come down in the night.
I don't mind sitting in here and relaxing. I don't mind cooking in here. I don't mind making the tea and drinking it in here. I don't mind having a pipe in here. But I don't really fancy sleeping in here.
No, I don't.
I can put up with a lot, but that I don't.
But our van does turn into a camper van, so I think for our very first night, that's what we're going to do.
And it's a very comfortable camper van.
Indeed. We survived the night. We made a fire, as you saw, and we kept ourselves warm to about 10:30 at night. It was very nice.
And then we tottled off to bed.
Tottled off to the old van and had a good old snooze. And I woke up, for me, quite late, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Which is outrageous. I usually like to be up by 6 and plodding about, making cups of tea, coffee.
Proper lay-in for you, wasn't it?
Yeah. So that's all good. Now, we were given a present by our friend Ed. You may remember in the first episode he was there with the strimmer. What's he given us, Joe?
He's given us a wren box.
Oh, what box?
Wren box.
Oh, a wren.
So that's what it says.
Oh, as in the
Designed
bird.
for wrens, but
Yes.
I suppose any bird can use it. So it's a nice side opening to clean it out every season.
So a little bird box.
Little bird box.
Now I was thinking, what would be good is to have bird boxes all around, wouldn't it? But we can make some.
Yeah.
And I have got some various ideas for those.
Oh, really?
Which we can explore in time. You know, we can make some out of twigs. So they're, boxes, but all put together, and some out of some different bits of wood. Anyway, we've plenty of stuff.
We'll have fun with that one.
We'll have fun with that, and some on a post, and, because we like the wildlife. Especially the birds and the mice to come and eat all the seeds.
No, but we could do with some owl boxes as well.
And owl boxes.
And things like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if red kites use a box of any kind, but it's probably a big one.
What, with owl and Fred Kite?
Fred Kite?
Yeah, Fred Kite was a character from I'm All Right, Jack.
Oh, okay.
1960s film. Anyway.
Learn something new every day.
I'm going to go up the step ladder, as you can see there, and use the tool to drill it in, and within an hour little wrens will be flapping in going, oh, a new home! Just as we did when we saw the land. Right.
Did we flap in, did we? Going, oh, a new home.
Yeah, we are flappers. Right.
Right, so you're going up. I'm going to stand very helpfully to the side
Yes.
with said box.
Good lad.
You need
Someone holding the ladder.
a screw as well.
I've got that.
And then you've got that.
So about there.
Yeah. Very lovely book I've got. It's been very helpful so far.
What book is it, Julia?
It's Royal Horticultural Society, Growing Vegetables and Herbs.
Oh, nice.
So it's got lots of helpful hints, tips and lists of basic techniques and tools and things, and also on how to sow and harvest various vegetables. Just looking for broad beans at the moment to double check what I read earlier. So as you can see, there's lovely diagrams here. And I just want to double check. Yep, okay. It's not going to be in straight lines. It doesn't really matter. We're not fussy. It's wonky town. So I'm not going to bother with all the pinning of string and things like that. I'm just going to put the line in, sew them and see.
I have to say, this is not my best work, and I have to also say that I have not enjoyed doing the roof. This has been a labour of determination to get it done, and the thing is, I know I've done it all wrong. Not all of it, but a lot of it is wrong. and people will look at it and they will criticise. The key, however, is if it stops water from coming in when we get the sides on. Now I think some people will say you should have waited till the sides are on to put the roof felt on. Other people may disagree with that, I don't know. This is outside my area of expertise. I have built a shed before and put a roof on it, and it worked for like 20 odd years. But for some reason, this one has been a pain in the neck, mainly because it's probably wonky and nothing is straight and true, as they say. But have a look, and what I now need to do, although I'm not going to do it now because I'm fed up with climbing on the roof and wobbling about all over the place, is to paint bitumen on all the seams just to seal them up. But that will get done. I am not a builder or a carpenter. I may have said that before. And this cabin, as mentioned before, is a real challenge for me. And I've had various ideas in the construction of this. And I know people will criticise what we're doing here. But this is, you know, we've only been here a few months and we want to take advantage, as we've said many times, about what materials are here to save money. And so we've got these uprights, as you can see, which has previously you've seen us debark and what have you. We've got this little area here which is made up of pallets at the moment. It's not fixed permanently because we've got the sides to put on first, but that's going to be a wood store, and at least we can take some shelter in there whilst we're working. But one of the things I've been working on is, I'd come around here, is putting up some more of these side bits, because we've got some kind of cladding stuff which you'll see later on, hopefully, which will be coming vertically down like this. Well, they've got a nail on something. I've been putting in these crossbars that Julia has been working tirelessly with her new gadget to strip off. So that's been going on, and of course as we get into autumn, cold nights, short days, wet weather, we're desperately trying to get that done. Planting, we know, is just a bit of fun really. Not sure that anything will really come in, but you never know what might pop up in the spring. It's just getting things established, and that's, to us, the most important thing. Even if it all fails, it doesn't really matter at this stage. Then there's the clearance work. There's apples under the apple tree to be picked up, especially the rotten ones, because we now since learnt that they shouldn't go in the compost heap. But we learn all this all the time. And my pipe's gone out, it's probably got wet.
I got my new gift? Got my new baby. This is my new love. Sorry, Richard. No, but it's really good. This is my draw knife. So it's got a nice curve here. What's it, 5 inch? Yeah, it looks like 5 inches. Good, sturdy grip. Grand. It's doing a marvellous job. It even comes with a lovely little, very stiff, perfect leather sheath. Complete with a hole I can hang up on the wall with when we finish the workshop. So that, I still had to bill hook all the nodules of branch off because it can't really deal with that. But I'm having to learn how to be very, with the bill hook I had to learn to just get, bull away with it. But this, I've got to be delicate because I could gouge out more than I want to because it's very sharp. Not just because it's brand new, but by design it's much sharper. It's a proper blade. So, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. The one drawback to my draw knife is that now I've got a draw knife and I need to clamp. It's more important to clamp my material medium, I could now really do with a shave horse. I need to make myself a shave horse. It's basically a workbench for shaving the bark off. So I've got some more YouTube videos to go and watch.
According to my camera, which has a built-in level, the camera is actually level, but this, the other hut that we spoke about, is not.
It's very much not. It reminds me of a 600-year-old or more old cottage, you know, where none of the floors are level. Just lovely, quirky.
Very quirky.
Very wonky town.
And Julia is in an armchair that was given and donated to us by a friend. There's another one at the back there. And I'm on a hard chair. Oh, so fine. We thought we'd just take refuge while it's raining here and it's a chance for us to dry off a bit, although there's no warm fire or anything. Not yet. To show you some of the books that we've been acquiring.
Yes, quite useful. And this one has been suggested a few times. Self-Sufficiently, I can't even speak now. Self-Sufficiency by John and Sally Seymour. And
Self-Sufficiency, that was written, I think, in the 60s or something. And John Seymour was well known at the time for being one of the pioneers of being self-sufficient. And as far as I know, he used to live on a yacht. And he came back to England and bought a place in Norfolk, about 5 acres. And he claims in there that a family can live quite well on 5 acres with a cow, some pigs, some sheep, and if it won't focus, unfortunately, I'll do a picture insert. And, you know, we've only got 2.5. It would be lovely to have a cow, wouldn't it?
oh yes.
And some sheep and pigs and chickens and bees and
Yeah,
all those things.
eventually, you start off small.
Yeah. But it's a lovely insight to a couple and a family struggling to make ends meet, and they do very well. And so it's I read that some years ago, and it's a great inspiration.
What was it? If a family can get through the first harvest, you're sorted.
You're sorted. Yeah. Whether we do that or not, I don't know, on our
Yeah.
own. But that's a great read. Recommend that to anybody doing this sort of stuff, just to keep you inspired, really.
Yeah. I don't know if there's an updated version of the book, the complete book of self-sufficiency or something.
I think he wrote several books, and it was, funnily enough, this book inspired the 1970s TV series The Good Life.
Oh yes.
With Tom and Barbara. And we've seen people say, you know, we're the new Tom and Barbara, which is very
high praise indeed.
high praise, yeah. Another book that you've got there, which seems to be really useful.
Yes, I can't remember when I bought this one, but I'm glad I did, because it's been really helpful. I mean, you bought one similar, which actually gave us a little insight into what we can sow now. But this has got a little bit more details on it. It's Royal Horticultural Society Growing Vegetables and Herbs. Grow more than 70 vegetables, herbs from seeds. So it's got loads of...
It's just so good when you're starting out and you have no real knowledge of it. It's so good to have some reference. And here, off-grid, with very little internet connection, you know, especially when it's raining and things like that, and you just want to quickly look something up, it's great to be able to reach for a book.
There's things like crop protection and best practice and things like that. Little tips and hints to help your peas get through the winter and stuff like that.
Absolutely. So that's a book that we'll be consulting a lot of. And at the back, it has got the sowing season. So you can see, you know, at the moment, it's saying not a lot to be sown.
No.
But never
still,
mind.
Yeah.
Lots to harvest if you've actually grown anything.
Yeah,
which we have yet to do. Let me just try and brighten this up a bit. The other way. There we go.
So we've also brought along here Colin's complete guide to British trees. Because, well, you may have worked out, but we have a few trees here.
We've got a few trees, and some have baffled us. The willow baffled us for a while, didn't it?
Yes, but we're fair. Well, I know it's a goat willow or pussy willow. I'm not sure how you distinguish between the two, but
and one of them has got to come down, unfortunately, because it's so badly split. But you'll see that when that happens.
So that one's a handy one. We've also got a guide to British birds, also by Collins.
And as mentioned, I don't know whether we mentioned it, but we mentioned the pheasant, didn't we?
Yes.
Fezzy. I've called him Fezzy.
Well, yeah, I can't remember if we've mentioned the male one yet.
No,
There was the
the female one with the nest. What happened to her?
Well, she just disappeared, didn't she?
And she left her eggs.
We're fairly sure that those eggs were infertile anyway, because it's the wrong time of year.
Yeah. Which is a shame.
But she abandoned them, probably because she kept getting attacked. But
But there's robins that come down, don't they? Robins are so inquisitive, and they'll sort of come down and watch you and go, "Yeah, what are you up to?"
yeah, they're very well known for being sociable little birds.
Yeah, we love them. We
Yeah,
love
they are
them.
amazing.
We love all that. And that's why with the pond and various other things, we want to see more of nature surrounding us and getting used to us being here.
Yeah, there's certainly some blackbirds and things around. They're lovely, but there's so many different calls that we're not really used to.
Yeah.
And all the common ones that we've heard out and about and walking, not really hearing those so much.
No.
So it's definitely got a specific.
But one thing that we do get a lot of up circling around the area,
Red kites.
red kites, and we saw, how many did we see one day? About 12.
It was
or something.
13 or 14.
Amazing. And then we later learned that there was somebody down the road who feeds them.
Yeah.
So no wonder they're sort of going.
They were waiting.
Yeah,
Is it out yet?
is our food out yet? Well, which is great for us because it means they're not going to come and hopefully eat too much from our land. Although, obviously, if they can pick out the vermin, that would be grand.
Yeah, no. But not so much the pheasants. We like the
No,
pheasants.
we like the pheasants.
Oh yeah, and then there's the Children's Forest, which is one that I tend to sing the songs from on my little channel. But
And it's good for the kid. It's good for for Joe, who
Yeah.
you've seen in the background running around. It's good for him to get some knowledge of
the trees,
trees
and the
and things.
seasons and everything, and just little activities and things that you can do.
Part of
with them.
homeschooling as
So
well.
So this is called the Children's Forest: Stories and Songs, Wild Food, Crafts and Celebrations All Year Round, by Dawn Casey, Anna Richardson, and Helen Duscory. Yeah, I love this book.
So yes, a nice selection of books. The other thing that we do in here, we don't do too much in here other than sort of take breaks and have cups of tea and
DOS for 5 minutes.
DOS for 5 minutes. Yeah, shush, don't tell anyone. Is we've got a little stove, and very shortly, because the weather is so grim and it's cold, we need something warming. We had a soup the other day. You would have seen that, a broth.
Yeah.
But today, what are you doing?
We're having minute steaks today.
Some minute steaks
A little bit of
from the
fried onion.
farm shop.
Yes.
So that would be nice. And then, there's a few other. There's always work to do, and some of the big building construction stuff too dangerous, slippery, wet. But apple picking,
Yeah.
and I don't know. There's all sorts of stuff.
Constant tending to the plants as well. Are you growing it? No.
No, yeah,
Yay!
yeah. And planning and preparing and managing and the other thing, enjoying. Because part of the whole process of buying the land is actually to
get
enjoy
away
it.
and enjoy the peace and serenity of nature, a more natural lifestyle.
And my problem is that I'm sort of get up and go all the time, and it sometimes when it's like this, you just go, do you know what? Just enjoy it.
Yeah, well, when nature tells you that there's not a lot else you can do, just sit down, mate. Have a little
Have a smoke of the
foot
pipe.
up and
What
smoke
do I
the
do with my
pipe.
pipe?
Behind you there.
Oh yeah. Anyway, we thought we'd share that with you, and then we'll get back to some work.